メディオという世界は朝につぼみが開き、昼には葉がより青く染まり、夕方に紅葉を迎え、夜の冬景色に散っていく。なる
ほど。人間界の1年をわずか1日で繰り返してるってことか
な。では夏の流星が見て取れる今は昼に近い時間というわけですね。
Oh, wow. The fairies were evidence enough that this place was completely abnormal, but time flows here in a way that makes an entire year pass by in a matter of a day. Fairies lived among the twisting branches in the trunk at the center. This feeling of wonder keeps sinking in as I walk. The fact that this world is one that doesn't follow the conventions of my own.
Medio を満喫しているようで何より。
Oh, new person, who's this?
あなたが客人を連れてくるとは正直驚いていますよ。カヌス・エスパーダ。
Is that Her Majesty? I hear the sounds of leaves being crushed. Standing there was a figure with androgynous features, who didn't seem to belong to either gender. However, their beauty was completely ruined by the expression showed. They seemed ready to express how disgusted they were feeling. Oh, is this the Death Fairy?
ようこそいらっしゃいました。見知らぬ世界からのお客人。
I mean, the whole mood just fucking went south, so this must be the Death Fairy.
僕は妖精女王に仕える最小の弁人。あなた方の来訪を歓迎します。
Interesting.
おい、あいつ今舌打ちしたぞ。
歓迎だそうです。どうやらこの方は私たちに友好的なようですね。
I don't think whatever.
いやいや、絶対違うから。こんなに嫌そうな歓迎します。僕聞いたことないよ。
Like, ew, you cannot be that daggone daft.
いいえ、そんなことはありません。歓迎します。しますとも、表面上
は。On the surface.
たとえあなた方がどう見てもうさんくさい色物の集団であろうとも、女王陛下の命令である以上、しっかりと歓迎いたしますよ。
絶対嘘じゃん。面白いなこの子。
Yeah, this person was like, I guess I welcome you on behalf of the queen. I don't know why I'm doing this, but yeah, welcome to our world, travelers. I don't know why I'm like, you might as well be sucking your teeth every other sentence or word or whatever. It was an impressive scene. Everyone looked like they were everyone looked like they were at a loss of what to do. It was Conus who finally spoke out to them.
ベニーア、女王の命令とは。
Venia, a fairy of Medio with an androgynous appearance, the chancellor serving the fairy queen. Although polite, that should be in quotation marks, Venia has quite... Damn, how many N's does this person have in their name? Venia has quite a sharp tongue.
そのままの意味ですよ。 女王陛下が異世界からの客人に会いたいと大変血迷ったことを言っておられるので、僕がここに来た次第です。
They're from the same world, and I was sure they knew one another. Venia's shoulders droop as Canus asks his questions. Her Majesty, the Queen. That's right. Those fairies from the waterfall also mentioned something about the Queen. Oh, so would you say that Medio is under the rule of a monarchy?
ああ、この妖精界メディオは妖精女王と呼ばれる者が全ての妖精を束ねているのだ。
つまりその女王様から直々のお誘いってこと？
だからそう言っているでしょう。言語の理解力か頭の中身に致命的な問題でもあるのですか？
Child, but
なんだろう、ものすごく心が痛いな。
yeah. They speak with elegance, but what they actually say is horrible.
ということで、誠に勝手ながら僕についてきていただけますか
？Everyone turns their gaze toward me. Shit, we might as well. I know they want me to make a decision, but what should I do? Oh, it's a decision. Oh, wrong thing. Quick save. Actual save. I will follow him, them. Pardon. I could hear the ghost of my old boss yelling in my ear. Never turn down an invite from an higher up. Now I'm gonna listen to him all out the blue. Chad, please. Alright. She's going out of her way to invite us, so I'll happily accept the invitation.
女王もきっと喜ぶであろう。快諾を感謝する。
妖精界メディオを統治する存在。すごいな。そんな行為の方に謁見できるなんて。現金な反応で申し訳ないけど、こればかりは滞在を選択した琴音ちゃんのおかげだね。
You're welcome.
アンシャンテのマスターとしても、あなた個人としても、有意義な出会いであればいいですね。
Yeah. With the sucking of the teeth. Jeez Louise.
ああ、これは失礼。しかし、空気の読めない返事を誠にありがとうございます。
Whatever. Just leave me to her.
断ってくれればいいもの。まあ、いいです。行きますよ。ついてきてください。
Just lead us. Girl, don't give me no lip. Child, don't give me no lip. Excuse me. Just go on. Please. Please and thank you. Venia didn't want us to be summoned, but had no choice as it was an order. Venia, while expressing their attitude in every way except the words they spoke, begins to walk away. Venia showed us the way, but I could really tell that they detested doing it. In any case, following Venia's lead, we proceed further into the woods. Oh my gosh, it really took that long? The temperature had dropped suddenly. Medio was tinted in a crimson sunset hue. As the sun continued to set, we traversed steep slopes and crawled over wooden walls. Barely getting by after the others continued to help me. Oh! Venia finally stops.
さて、着きましたよ。
たく、やっとかよ。
My point exactly, Ignis. Ignis, we've been on a same wavelength for a while. I appreciate that, fam.
現状までに歩いた距離などを試算するとかなりの高層階と見ましたが、メディオの建築技術は独特なのですね。
森の散策っていうより山登りって感じだったね。明日筋肉痛じゃないといいな。
ほんとここまでだいぶ歩かされたね。ことね、体力とか体調は平気？
And then I just collapse. Okay, I think. Though my legs feel like sticks right now. Taking Mizir's hand to support myself, I took a second to manage my breathing.
こう言ったらなんだけど、僕たちを連れて行くのが嫌すぎて諦めるのを待ってるのかと思ったよ。
Yeah, what if like we went like another way that it would have just took like 10 minutes compared to this giant trek that we've done. Ooh, you shady as hell. I don't like you, Venia. Child, please.
失礼な。ここ妖精界メディオには当然ながら妖精でなければ本来通れない場所が多くあるのです。それをあなたたちの都合に合わせて誘導して差し上げたのですから、むしろ感謝していただきたい。
Now that I finally caught my breath, I took a look around where we were. There, I couldn't quite tell what this place was we were in, inside the fairy world. The space we entered seemed like there was just a large hole gouged out especially for it. It was a strange place with large flowers blinking with light strewn about. The scenery outside looked like fall, if I remember correctly, but this space also looked like spring. As I was looking around,
コトネ、女王に紹介しよう。こちらへ。
with Canus pulling my hand, we proceed to the center of the open space. And there... Huh?
そなたたちが客人かい？
Look at you! I thought you were part of the flower. In a gentle wafting breeze, made with this girl's smile, it felt like the air surrounding us became infinitely sweet. It was like a throne of flowers.
妖精女王、ティターニアよ。彼女がアンシャンテのマスター、淡き琴音だ。
Hi. In these gorgeous surroundings was enthroned a small queen, much smaller than what I had imagined.
よう来たな。わしの名はティターニア。この妖精界メディオにて女王を務めておる。
Okay. She got cute little fangs and everything. Titania, the fairy queen who rules the fairy world Medio. She has the form of a cute young girl, but her speech and atmosphere are both dignified and graceful. Yes. I think, isn't Titania like, I know I think it's Greek mythology or some kind of mythology. But I think Titania is a fighter, not so much deal with fairies. My guess is like probably wrong, but whatever.
会えて嬉しく思うぞ。アンシャンテのマスターよ。
The little girl laughs cutely in a snicker. She looked as young as a child in grade school.
ご挨拶を。
It's nice to meet you. Canus always takes good care of me at Enchante. I'm Kotone Awaki. I had no idea how to greet her properly. Not only were we in an alternate world, but I was in front of royalty too. So you better act right. I pitched forward as far as I could, bowing deeply for an eternity.
お世話されておるのか。それはまた面白い話を聞いた。の、カヌス。
Don't snatch him away from me. We just had so little time together.
いや、決してそういうわけでは。
なんじゃなんじゃ、ずいぶんとよそよそしいの、カヌス。客人の前だからと格好をつけとるのか。
I raised my head and assumed that Canus is being teased in this conversation. He doesn't seem pleased about that.
後ろの者たちもカヌスより話には聞いておるぞ。皆個性豊かな客人たちなのだとな。
少々豊かすぎる気もしますがね。魔王に打天使、魔獣に中年、まとまりのない者たちです。
Will y'all stop saying 40 is old? Holy shit, I'm like knocking on 40's door too. That's not old.
あれ待って、今僕の略称だけおかしかったよね。
Y'all try my man Rindo. Yes, I agree. I'm saying that's not old. Like, we're not talking Sohan, so Sohan was old, so Karo looks good for his age. He's middle-aged, if anything. Mr. Rindo's comment was ignored by Medio. As Medio stood next to me, he asked Titania a question.
それで女王様は俺たちのことをいろいろご存知みたいだけど、ここに俺たちを呼びつけた理由は、インギン無礼で面白いそこの子からは特に理由とか聞いてないんでね。
Superficial courtesy. When words and attitudes, Lord, y'all, I can read, I promise. When words and attitudes are overly polite, it can be impolite or even rude. Also, one can act polite on the surface, but actually be looking down upon or disliking the other. In Venia's case, it is certainly the latter. Monsieur, she's a queen. You should speak more politely to her. And he's a lord, so I don't think he cares.
そこ気にする？というか忘れてるかもだけど、一応俺も王様だからね。
Okay. It's like, yeah, he's a high ranking in his world, so it's kind of like, you know, banter at this point. Watching me in my panic scolding Mezier, the Queen Titania snickers in a laugh that sounded like a ringing bell. Is her voice that high-pitched? Doesn't sound like it.
いやいや、自然な口調で構わぬよ。異世界の者に権力も何もあるまい。
Okay, if that's how you feel, Titania.
では質問に答えるとしよう。来てもらったのは他でもない。少し 話をしてみたいと思ったのじゃ。
話ですか？我々と？
さようじゃ。あのカヌス・エスパーダが友人と呼ぶ面々がこの世界に来た。となれば挨拶の一つもしたくなるのは当然の流れじゃろ。
Titania quickly glances at Canus. Why are you so cold? However, Canus just Canus just continues to watch over us, not responding in any way.
まあそれを別としてもメディオはめったに客が来ないこともあり、来ればもてなすものと決まっているのです。
Yeah, I'm sure you're trying your best, sweetheart. I really appreciate it.
好奇心旺盛な妖精たちにとって異世界の話というのは最高の娯楽となりますから。
マジかよ。てめえの態度はもてなすって単語とは程遠いもんだった気がするんだが。
そんなバカな。僕としては誠心誠意のおもてなしをしましたが。
Medio, I give you this. You petty as fuck. I give you that. So, this is just how you are, like naturally. Okay, whatever. I put up with it. But if it wasn't, child, bye. You lucky, like we're in your home world. I would have kicked your teeth in.
あれが精神誠意、戦慄だな。
ということでな、もし時間が許すのであれば、ぜひそなたたちの話を聞かせてほしい。
なるほど。それなら俺は特に反対する理由もないし、彼女がいいと言えば構わないよ。
I look toward everyone before speaking. Everyone either shrugs or looks away, uninterested, leaving it up to me. Glancing around at everyone, I open my mouth. Alright. From Titania, how do I put it? Although her appearance was youthful, there was a sweetness she exuded. I didn't feel the tiniest bit of ill will toward us. Venia, on the other hand, most of all, she was kind. She was just simply kind. Even in this unpredictable world, I've been able to hold a nice conversation with her. I felt she was simply just a good person who I'd like to get to know better. We can answer what we're able to, although it may not be much.
そうか。ではしばし待っておくれ。
Yeah, we just
宴の
got
場
out
を
of a
設けると
banquet.
しようではないか。
Well, it was a tea party, but y'all know what I mean. We was just partying yesterday. We partying today too? Damn. She must really want to talk with us. With a smile on her face, she nods, and everything around us begins to shake. Of course, fairy magic. What's going on? As if responding to Titania, several small branches grew out from the walls and floors. The innumerable branches twisted together, changing their shape. Oh my, how convenient. The area around the center of the room became adorned with new furniture, with a huge long table and several chairs appearing around us. Where that table at? I don't see shit. Wow, amazing. It's not depicted in the art.
これは興味深い力ですね。私やミシェルが行使するものとはだいぶ異なるようですが。
そうであろうな。ティターニアは 木の力を借りているだけに過ぎぬ。
Oh. Tree. So, does that mean that she can manipulate plants at will? Canus nods in affirmation.
さあさあ、お客人よ。好きな席に着くといい。それぞれ喉でも潤しながら、おのおのの話を聞かせておくれ。楽しみじゃの。
Yes, let us drink this foreign substance in this other world in which we are not familiar with. I'm sure it'll go swimmingly. Oh, there's the table. With her offering, we move to the seats closest to us. However,
いや、潤しながらっつってもコップの中身空じゃねえか。
bruh, you're from another world too. You should be used to like magic and shit. So, what difference does it make? A disgruntled Ignis picked up a wooden cup that was placed on the table. But he really did check that it was empty when he picked it up. He flipped it over.
ははこれはつまりあれだ。霞でも食べてろ的な。
Yes, girl. I'm on that air diet. Yes, child. You ain't gotta worry about getting fat.
そんなわけがあるまい。妖精は基本的に食事をせぬものじゃが、客人に茶を出す文化ぐらいはあるぞ。
Yes, invisible tea. Thank you. Really appreciate it. As Titania spoke in a faint smile.
あら、さっきのお嬢さん。
Kill them! Murder them! They tried to kill me.
さっきはごめんなさい。女王様からたくさん怒られちゃった。
We're sorry for almost killing you. Yeah, like I'm gonna take that apology. If you're really sorry, I'd be, squeezing you until your head's popped off. Huh? Oh, it's you two. My body suddenly froze. But watching them bow so sincerely, I felt like I needed to forgive them. Maybe this is just a human sentiment, or maybe you're just a damn pushover. Girl. I'm sorry too. For what? For not explaining to you what humans are. Girl. Kotone. Moving on. If we get a chance again, I hope we can do something safe. After we're all done talking here, of course.
わかったわ。
I don't wanna fucking play with them. Fuck them.
次は何をして遊ぼうかしら。
It's called... No, let me shut up. I've got a bad feeling. Did they really get what I was trying to say? Along with arcs of light, many other fairies came into the room. They take several of the flowers blooming around us in hand and fly toward me.
どうぞ。甘くてとっても美味しいのよ。
But if y'all don't really eat, how the hell do you know if it's sweet? They began to tilt their flowers over, and they began to fill our cups with nectar.
さて、大したもてなしもできぬが、歓迎しよう。異界からのお客人。妖精界メディオの宴。どうかゆるりと楽しんでいくといい。
The room echoed with laughter of the fairies, and the petals were dancing about. As the petals fall to the floor, they rise up again and continue to move up and down in that way as if having minds of their own.
よければおかわりをどうぞ、お嬢さん。
Thank you. I'm not dead yet.
ねえねえ、人間界ってどんなところ？暑い？寒い？狭い？広い？
Okay, they are kind of cute. Not fairy A and B, they can go to hell. But the other fairies are cute. So the human world, it's a fairy banquet. It's something that you might see in a fairy tale. But actually being here in one, only words of awe come to mind. You can't help but just be captivated by the glittering fairies no matter how many times you look at them. I lost track of time continuing the banquet with the fairies flying about as they pleased. After the fairies probed us for a while, the conversation slowed down a bit. Uh-oh. I don't know if I should be talking with them because we gotta go back. If I die, I'm gonna be so mad. Same shit. Okay. Might as well. I don't know. Bad habit. Yeah, I'll take a sip of my drink. I quietly take a sip from the wooden cup, and a sweet scent runs through my nose. That's so good! Urk. I'm just kidding. It was easy to drink, as if it were mixed with maple syrup and honey. Ew, that's too damn sweet for my liking, y'all. I like a balance of savory and sweet, so I'd be like, yak, yak. But that's just me. I felt my cheeks melt at the unknown flavor, or this flavor unknown to my human palate. And then also, my face began to melt. I'm just kidding. I wonder if I could use this in a drink. To put it in coffee would be difficult, but maybe there are other ways to use it. Uh-oh, Kotone, you're kind of thinking the dark side.
ならば牛乳と組み合わせて蜂蜜ラテにするのはどうでしょう。私はぜひ飲んでみたいです。
A honey latte. I figure Il would like sweet drinks. I'm pretty sure Ignis would too, because they don't particularly care too much for coffee. But, yeah, y'all do that if y'all want.
けど採用されたら毎日カヌスにこれを運んでもらわないとだけどね。
Oh, Il and Medio. Are you two done already? You were surrounded by fairies just now.
ええ、天使と魔族の組み合わせがとても珍しく映ったようでして、大変な質問攻めに遭いました。
1個質問に答えると10個追加されるんだもんな。さすがに魔王様も口は一つしかないからさ。
With a smile, I extend out my cup, and the two bring it theirs in for a toast. With the pleasant sound of the wooden cups meeting each other, I narrowed my eyes. Seeing a scene like this really makes it feel real to me, as if it wasn't already. That this really is another world. It's not just the people or the setting. The atmosphere itself is the most different. Ignis mentioned it before, but it's thick. Sweet?
ああ、昼に話したエネルギーの話だね。イルにも多少影響があるみたいだし。ここでイルが力を使ったら光とかじゃなくて花が降り注いじゃったりするかもね。
ミシェルの場合はすべての草木を腐食させそうですね。
Aha! I'm sure it meant no harm, but that image was a bit much. Huh? So then are the mysterious powers you two use not actually magic?
いいえ、むしろ正反対ですね。
魔力同様、科学では未だ解明されていない異世界にある未確認の元素たち。人外の一部はその元素を利用して超常事象を引き起こすんだけどね。イルが使うのは理論と計算を重ね、天へ祈りを捧げることで行使する天使特有のご利益あふれる光の法術。
対してミシェルが使用するのは定義が存在しない個人の知識と魔力で術式を組み、万物に干渉する魔法です。
The two nod at each other as the other explains the power they employ. Uh-huh. It was a bit difficult to understand.
まあわかりやすく言うと、イルが使うのは緻密な計算に基づいた術で。
Lawful magic, a general term for special powers only used by angels and fallen angels. By combining extremely precise theories with calculations, then offering it in a prayer to heaven, various miracles, can be induced. Interesting.
ミシェルのは大雑把ななんかすごい力ですかね。
They're so happy, just telling about each other's powers. It's weird. Demon magic, power used by Medio, a technique that intervenes on all things based on magic power. Compared to lawful magic, the magic varies depending on the individual. Some non-demons have the natural talent to use such magic. Oh, I see. The explanation seemed oversimplified, but it was direct and understandable for someone like me.
まあ世界ごとに力の定義も違うし、呼び方や形がバラバラなわけだから、一朝一夕で理解なんてできないしさ。違うものなんだぐらいの知識でいれば十分だと思うよ。
いずれ私の砲術を披露する機会があるかもしれませんし、比較してみるのもいいかもしれませんね。
Okay, I will. We all spent our time just as we wanted, including myself. Oh. In the corner of a hall, I saw Canus leaning against the wall watching our festivities. Oh, baby, come join us. I don't like that. You're not a wallflower. Come here. Conus, I felt like I haven't seen much of you this past short while. I didn't know you were over here.
あなたが宴は楽しめているだろうか。
What do you mean, oh, it's me? Yes, very much. The hall is so beautiful, and the nectar from the flowers is so delicious. And I feel like I've been able to let go of my fear of the fairies bit by bit.
そうか。ならば何よりだ。
Are you? Why is he so stoved up? I don't like that. Kinda seemed to sigh under his helmet. Looking at his hands, he also wasn't holding a wooden cup. Huh? Canus, have you been here? Have you actually been over here this whole time?
ああ。我があの場に混じっては空気が悪くなるだろうからな。
But I want you to join us. Sour the mood. Sure, Canus wasn't the most talkative type, but he always took part in Enchante's tea parties. it's not like he doesn't do well with these kind of events.
コトネ
Yes.
What is it? I was so lost in thought that my response was late.
どうやらティターニアがあなたを呼んでいるようだ。話し相手になってはくれまいか。
I have a feeling, I'm just gonna say it. I have a feeling that because Canus is so chummy with people at Enchante, Titania might call him back to guard Medio like he was supposed to do. I really would hate for that to be the case. After his comment, I looked down the hall to see... Huh? Oh shit, I hope we haven't been keeping her long. My eyes locked with hers as Titania sat on a throne of flowers, giving me a gentle smile.
Canus と話していたというのにすまぬな。
No, it's okay.
しかしどうしてもそなたと二人きりでゆっくりと話してみたかったのじゃ。
As I slowly walk toward her, Titania greets me with a smile like a blossoming flower. A bit of distance away from us. Ugh. You. Standing there motionless was the one who called themselves her chancellor, Venia. The silence is spooky. Spooky. But first I should talk to Titania, who called me over. I just want to thank you for welcoming us so graciously. I truly appreciate it, and I apologize for not greeting you sooner.
そうかしこまるな。そして最初に言うたであろう。自然な口調で構わぬと。あの魔王相手でも敬語抜きで話しておるではないか。わしにも同様に接してほしい。
Ah, are you sure? She looks small, but the way Titania expresses herself has a regality to it that is undeniable.
もちろん様付けもいらんぞ。ついでにベンニーヤのことも適当に呼ぶとよい。わしが許す。
I don't think Venia would like it, but we don't care. Venia's been a stick in the mud this entire time. Venia clearly slumped their shoulders, likely hearing what she just said. Okay then, Titania.
やはり同じ女子に親しく呼ばれるのは嬉しいものじゃな。
Aw, we can't help but daw at that, even though she's the queen of this world, still. Aw. Titania nodded, satisfied and smiling, and my anxiety had melted away.
カヌスはアンシャンテでうまくやっているかな。
Rutro. Why did you change faces like immediately? Yes, I was a bit surprised at his appearance when I first met him, but I'm completely used to it by now. He's a very honest and caring person, liked by plenty of other humans.
そうか。ならばよい。淡き宗安といったか。亡くなったというそなたの祖父ともども、アンシャンテには深く感謝しておる。
Oh, she knew about my grandfather. Well, Canus could have told her. But oh, thank you. Gratitude.
あの店に行くようになってからカヌスは随分と丸くなったからの。
Oh.
そなたが継いでからの日常もこと細かく聞いておるぞ。
Haha, that might be embarrassing. I hope he doesn't go into too much detail. about all my failures in particular.
許してやっておくれ。それだけカヌスにとってあの店で過ごす時間は色濃く愛おしいものなのじゃろ。
Now if only he could have that deep love for me.
そなたのことを語るときも随分と優しい声色をしておる。
Of course. I see. I'm still just a half-baked cafe owner. What, you blazing too, Kotone? Damn, girl, I didn't think of that about you. I'm just kidding. She meant like she's not up to par of being a cafe owner. But I was proud to continue protecting a place that Conus cherished enough to talk about so much with others.
Kotone?
Uh-oh. I tell you, y'all, I have this feeling.
少しばかりこちらへ来てはくれぬか?
Right, row. Okay. I walked with her just as she asked.
そなたたちの大切な場所を、
Oh,
皆に愛されるアンシャンテという場所を
I guess so.
わしにも少しばかり見せておくれ。
As long as you'll take Conus for me, I definitely wouldn't mind. I suddenly realized her small hand was grazing my cheek. And Titania's face slowly closes in on mine. With a small... Oh. I'm like, what? And with a small bump, our foreheads touch each other. With a bright light and a sweet scent, my consciousness was taken somewhere else completely. What did she do? Oh, subconsciously, she's not gonna step in the gate. There's someone there, sitting in front of Grandpa. A really big person. Someone with real hard-looking clothes on.
そうなんだ。
なんだよ。エスプレッソが冷めちまうからとっとと飲め。
Espresso. Yeah, I didn't say espresso like I usually do.
飲みたいのは山々なのだが、店の奥から視線を感じるのだ。あの柱の陰に隠れている小さな生き物は何だろうか。メディオの妖精に少々似ているが。
I know this fool ain't called me no damn small creature.
はあ？生き物か？なんだよ、うちにはネズミなんて。あ、そうか。お前人間の子供を見るのは初めてか。
It's me.
今度はテーブルの下に隠れてしまったが。
Sweetheart, I'm not a damn it.
逃げられちまったか。まあお前はその首なし状態と全身の鎧をなんとかしねえとな。あれだ、鎧に合わせてよ、適当に兜でもかぶればいいんじゃねえか。それこそ騎士っぽいじゃねえか。
兜をかぶることにあまり意義を感じぬのだが、それがこの世界の断りならばそうしよう。
He really had like that armor and no helmet to match. What the fuck?
おお。いや、なんか物騒になっただけな気もするが、まあいいだろう、それで。上出来だ。
Grandpa looks like he's having fun. Is that big person having fun too?
どうしたよ。
そうか。あれが人間界の子供。生まれた瞬間から性質も可能性も決められている我ら妖精とは大違いだ。素晴らしいな。あの魂からは無限の可能性を秘めた輝きを感じる。
Is that person Grandpa's customer too?
またこっちを見ている。
I am not an it.
そう。我は怖くないぞ。
ははは。お前は子守に向いてねえな。
You sure enough would. Yeah, I have to say hi. In a snap, the world around me changes back. I see. As I blinked my eyes, the image of Titania's gentle smile became clear before me.
ぶしつけにすまぬな。わしとしたことが少々はしゃいでしまったようじゃ。
Huh? Did you do something, Titania? I felt like my mind went blank. It didn't feel like anything really happened. But Titania didn't respond to me.
良い場所なのじゃな。アンシャンテという場所は。
Then why are you looking sad? Like really sad. She closed her eyes as she muttered softly. But I noticed. Titania, it's almost like you're a parent worried about their child.
それはつまり、わしがカヌスの親のようだと？
You kinda do. Right. Well, I suppose if I judged you by your looks, it would be the opposite. Sorry, that was rude of me to say. Titania laughed, shaking her head.
いや、気にすることはない。あながち間違ってはおらんからな。わしはすべての妖精を見守る存在じゃ。事実、カヌスが生まれた時からわしはその生き様を見守ってきた。人間界の親と似たようなものじゃろ。
What? You're older than Canus?
妖精に年はあまり関係ないがな。そしてわしが長生きというよりもカヌスが妖精の中でもかなり若い方なのじゃ。
Huh. So does that mean... Does that include those small fairies too? Yeah, I
そう
would
さ
think so.
な。すべてではないが、中にはカヌスの倍以上生きているものもおるじゃろうな。
What a difference. Titania watches me, pleased, as I react to every little thing she says. However, all of a sudden, a shade cast upon her adorable smile.
だからこそ、わしはカヌスのすべてを見てきた。それこそ、あやつの嘆きも苦しみも。
Titania?
いや、すまぬ。昔のことを話していたら少々感傷に浸ってしまってな。
Uh-oh.
ことね、どうかこれからもカヌスをよろしく頼むぞ。
Oh, baby girl, don't worry. I got you.
ああ見えたやつはいわゆる寂しがり屋というやつじゃからな。
Oh, okay. I can do that. But Canus really gets lonely?
少々茶目っ気を含めて言うただけで、あやつが孤独を嫌うのは事実じゃ。叶うならば、わしもそばにいてやりたいが、わしはここを動けぬ身じゃからな。
Oh, you poor baby. Titania speaks in a saddened smile and taps her feet lightly. You mean because of your role here?
であればよかったのじゃが、物理的にな、わしはこの場を動くことができぬ。妖精女王というのはそういうものなのじゃ。
Damn. Yeah, I would definitely, if it were up to me, I would renounce being the fairy queen or whatever. If it meant that I was confined to an area, like that's not a way to live. I asked my question nonchalantly and was surprised by her reply. The queen became one with the throne, bound to it for the rest of her life. No way. Aw, Kotone, you crying?
すまんな、余計な話であった。それにこれは名誉なことでもある。そなたが気にする必要はないのじゃ。
Titania smiles. It's true. She doesn't seem necessarily crestfallen by the situation. Hey, Titania, is it okay if I come back? I'll bring some coffee from Enchante. I'd like you to try some. Maybe taste some of Conus's favorites.
もちろんじゃ。いつでも歓迎するぞ、琴音よ。
Ah. I have a feeling each world we go into, we want to like keep coming and going, you know, back and forth. The queen of the fairy world, Medio, was far more than the child she appeared to be. She was, in fact, a dazzling, splendid woman. Aww. I continued to talk with Titania. After our conversation ran its course, I returned to where she met me. Huh? Canus isn't here.
カヌスなら会場から出て行きましたよ。おそらくお開きになるまでは戻ってきません。
I'm finna go get him. Venia spoke from behind as they had followed me here. He won't? How come?
不吉だからです。
Child, what do you mean? What? After expressing my confusion, Venia further explained in a dark, ominous tone.
黒騎士カヌス・エスパーダ、別名を死を告げる妖精。
Oh no! I thought the fairy death was somebody else. No! Oh.
彼はあまたいる妖精の中でただ一人死を司り象徴する。
Venia, you lying. Oh no, Medio has no reason to lie, y'all. Damn it!
あらゆる妖精が恐れる不吉の象徴。ゆえに 本来は祝いの席には姿を見せません。
I wasn't fully able to take in what they meant, and my mouth was agape. An ill omen. The fairy of death. Not my baby, no.
でも残念。カヌスエスパーダが来ちゃったわ。
Oh, y'all tried my man.
とっても怖い妖精。だから続きはまた今度。
Okay, yeah, they did say that. I remember the fairies that ran away as Canus arrived. That's right. There was something similar in one of the books Grandpa left. Dullahan. I remember saying it wrong. Like, I read something else. I don't know what the hell I called him. Dullhowlin or something like that. A fairy with the appearance of a headless knight found in Irish folklore. Arriving in a carriage pulled by a headless horse, he leaves only after someone's death. The Dullahan in the book was illustrated so menacingly. Although how it differed from Conus, I guess I never really paid attention. So that means he removed himself because other fairies are afraid of him?
ええ、そういうことです。そもそも祝いの席でなくとも、僕や陛下以外、他の妖精とは言葉を交わすことすらないでしょうね。
That must mean Canus is completely alone out here in the fairy world he calls home.
見えたやつはいわゆる寂しがり屋というやつじゃからな。
I remembered my conversation with Titania just a little while ago. Yeah, you should remember it was just a little while ago. Thinking about how alone Canus always feels, the expression on my face darkens.
会場を出て右方向、螺旋に続く階段を上った先です。
Okay. Thank you, Venia. At least you didn't give us any sort of smart aleck, response or some sourpuss attitude. I really appreciate that, fam. Huh?
カヌスの居場所ですよ。僕はそういった気配をたどるのが得意なので、気になるなら好きにしてみればよいかと。
Thank you. Okay, I will. Thank you. I forgot she stutters a lot.
女王陛下もあなたを買っているようですからね。他のみんなには僕から適当に話しておきます。
Okay. I appreciate it.
それと、時間的にそろそろ足元が滑りますから、せいぜい転ばぬようにしてください。
Well, thank you for softening up your tone, Venia. Still holding you at arm's length, but I appreciate it. While on the path that Venia directed me along, whoa, the hell? Oh, yeah, it's snowing. The air grew colder and colder, and tiny snowflakes began to fall. My body shivered at the cold that brushed along my cheeks. My feet crunched along the road, now covered in snow, in a matter of moments. Oh my god, the waterfall froze. I came out to a clearing. There was a breeze. With a gentle whirl of snowfall, I see the back of a large figure.
コトネ
Yes, sweetheart. Canus, I'm glad I found you. In a sigh of relief, I walked toward Canus, and then I slipped and fell over. The end. Just kidding.
なぜこんなところに妖精の宴に参加できる機会など上妙なものにはめったにないというのに
Ah, boo, you know I'm worried about you. Like, I get the gist of a party within like the first, well, 15-30 minutes, and then like it drags on to me. Unless it's like something happening every so often, you get the feel for a party. So it's like, why should I stick around? I'm worried about you, boo-boo. Well, what about you? Why are you here?
我は
What?
我は特にこれといった理由はない強いて言えば少し休んでいただけだ
I see. I got a little tired too. Can I rest here with you?
そちらがいいのならば我は構わぬ
You don't have to act all callous and cold toward me.
もっともその間気の利いた話など我が用意できる保証はないが
That's okay. It seemed like you were a bit down ever since the banquet started.
そうか
Yeah. Conus looked down as he spoke. His mood seemed to mirror the scenery we found ourselves gazing at. What can you see from there?
見てみるかこの世界そのものが見えるぞ
Ooh, yeah, let's do it. Just please hold me so I don't fall over and die like an idiot. Did he mean something philosophical by that? I felt like Canus laughed a bit just now. I didn't understand what he meant, but looked out carefully. I saw in the darkness and dancing snow.
見えたかこれが妖精界メディオの全容だ
No, all I see is a white screen, sweetheart. Oh, there we go. Ooh. What? All this time, I thought we were deep in a forest abundant with trees. I was wrong. What I thought was a forest, it was just a bunch of branches and leaves. Medio's all a single tree?
その通りだ妖精界メディオとはたった一本の世界樹からなる世界道も壁もすべてこの世界中の一部あなたが落ちた大爆風すらこの世界中のほんの一端
Oh, I've heard of that name before. Why isn't there a dictionary term for this?
樹上を流れる一滴まあ言い過ぎかもしれないがそういった一面に過ぎないのだ
In other words, what I saw as trees were sprouts. Roads were just branches. What a scale. It's just so big.
驚いているな
Of course I am. I never imagined the tree could be an entire world. Probably surprised by my reaction. Kind of as if looking at something pleasant smiled. Or at least I think he did.
ここは樹間山で言えば山頂に近い部分だそしてこの妖精界で我が一番好きな場所だ
Aww. So this is your favorite place. Coming back to my senses a bit more, I looked where Conus was looking. I could see something that seemed like lights blinking in the distance. Atop the branches at the crown of the trunk, those spots must be where fairies of Medio reside. Maybe it was because of its wintry look, but Yggdrasil, covered in snow and light, was, we're gonna find out, World Tree, an enormous tree that shrouds the entire fairy world. It's so large, it's like a world in itself. It is quite noticeable, even in the fairy world, even in the fairy world. What the fuck? Beautiful. I felt this feeling so often ever since I arrived here. But this moment truly was truly the most beautiful moment of them all. It kind of makes me happy being with you, baby. That you show me your favorite spot. I still don't know all about you. Maybe it's just me feeling it, but I'm happy.
そんなことはない。我もこの景色をあなたが見てくれて嬉しいと思う。我が美しいと思うものを共感し褒めてくれるのは嬉しい。
Maybe you should take me back here when we're a couple.
だからそうだな。偶然だとしても今ここにあなたがいてくれて我は嬉しい。
Oh, oops. I should not be hovering over the damn A button. I'm so sorry, y'all. Let me let him say his line.
だからそうだな。偶然だとしても今ここにあなたがいてくれて我は嬉しいのだ。
Alright, I just cut him off for a syllable, but still, he needs to say his whole line. Canus? Venia mentioned this, but I heard you never go near any celebrations and that others are afraid of you. That you're a bad omen that governs death.
ああ、話を聞いたのか。
Yeah, they told me.
だが気にするようなことではない。我が恐れられるのは自然なこと。死を恐れるというのは生物ならば誰もが持つ本能。メディオの妖精とて例外ではない。いや、むしろ不老不死である分、より得体の知れぬ恐怖が増すのかもしれん。
Yeah, that would mean a lot to an immortal being because they would take death for granted.
であれば、そんなものを与え回る象徴である存在の我を恐れるのは至極当然であろうさ。納得がいかぬという顔だな。
No, that's not it. Yeah. Oh my god, Kotone. I mean, Canus was just born into that role. It's not like he became the symbol of death because he wanted to.
良いのだ。我にはあなたやアンシャンテの仲間がいる。我にはもったいないほどの理解者たちが。
No, you deserve so much more. But as I tried to contend his words, Canus gently grabs my wrist.
それよりも
Yes?
せっかくここに来たのだ。一つ我の秘密を教えよう。
Huh? Canus leans in. right to my face. His helmet vanishes into thin air. He pulls my hand, and there was nothing but empty space.
わかるだろうか。
I just said there was empty space. But there was a gentle warmth there. I could feel it faintly in my palm. That's so strange. It feels warm. Bitch, you touching fire basically. What the fuck?
驚くかもしれないが、我は首なし騎士と言われるが、実際には見えないだけで、我が首はここに存在しているのだ。
Really? So we could just like the fuck, like Invisible Man, we just throw paint on it and it should be fine. Like we could see his face. Or I don't know, put makeup on or something. I don't know.
目も耳も鼻も見ることも触れることも決してかなわぬ存在だが、確かにここにあるのだ。
I never knew that. Trying to prove what he said was true, Canus gently guides my fingertips. Huh. So that must mean, although I can't physically feel it, I'm touching Canus's face? What the hell am I touching? His cheeks, right? I almost feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Yeah, kind of reading off like that too. Conus, this is a little embarrassing, so...
まだだ。もう少しこのままで。
You want me to touch your cheeks or something? Conus wanted to stay close.
顔が見えなくて助かる。
Because he's blushing like a motherfucker. Oh, it's so cute. Huh?
あなたからは見えないだろうが、今の我の頬はここからの景色をあなたと共に見られた喜びで緩んでいるのだ。
Oh, this is so adorable.
とてもではないが見せられる顔ではない。
Even though you can see mine, Canus speaks with joy in his words as I muttered about it not being fair.
すべては伝わらぬだろうが言わせてほしい。感謝することね。我の孤独に不服を抱いてくれて。
Oh, you're welcome.
しかし不便なものだな。言葉で伝えるしかないというのは、実際に抱いている感情の半分も伝わらない。
No, it's okay. I understand them. It makes me really happy to hear you need Enchante and me. I think that's the best compliment you could ever give the cafe, to be honest. Girl, fuck that cafe. This is about y'all two. So, I hope you keep coming by, Canus Espada. Canus Espada, too. In the peaceful fairy world Medio, he is the sole governor of death, known as the Fairy of Death. Due to being so ominous, other fairies keep their distance from him.
それは我のセリフだと思うかな。 しく頼む、マスターよ。
I looked toward the face I could not see, and we shared a chuckle together. A gentle laugh that could contest the joy of the banquet being held far away. Aww. So adorable. Oh, are we just going in order or some shit? I don't know. Well, whatever the case may be, now second place comes to town, or we get to find out more about him. So, folks, we're going to cut the video there. My word, that was a long playthrough. So I should have video, like, throughout this whole week leading up to next week, Saturday. So, y'all, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate you stopping on by. I am so happy we got somewhere with Canus. And I'm interested to see what the other chapters have in store. Ooh, I got the hiccups. Shit. But y'all know the deal. Y'all know my philosophy on this YouTube shit. View what you wanna, do what you wanna, and I'll see you lovely lads and lassies in the next episode. So until then, my friends, take care, take it easy, and peace.